Welcome to the Interactive Body Balance Radio Show for health and fitness tips.
All right, team, here we go. Welcome back to Interactive Body Balance Radio. I'm your host, Mike Dacey, and thank you guys so much for joining our show today from around the world where we talk health, fitness, nutrition, and personal development. Hope you guys are doing great. The show is going to air on August 13th, 2021. My voice is still a little coarse. The little guy was in a hockey tournament, and of course we always motivate, as I said before, and get him going. So doing that for a bunch of games, you kind of lose a little bit of your voice. But I think my wife and kids are happy about that. Me, too passionate, too intense, love doing it, and I want to do a show. Okay, on to some serious news here. So I was visiting somebody in the ICU today. So I had to make a trip up there to see someone. And no, it's not for COVID, but it is serious. And being in there with someone who's very near and dear to our hearts, and you know, when you're looking at the medical landscape and the community and what goes on inside these hospitals, you get thinking, right, about your own life. You get thinking about how you can help others. You get thinking about how you can avoid these places, right? And I'll say it now, I'll say it. I'm always thankful for the first responders, thankful for people who give up their lives to help others in the hospital, nurses, doctors, every one of you that is doing an amazing mission to help people and get them better. Gratitude, thanks, and just keep up the great work. And that goes for everybody, including the parking attendants, people just trying to make people's lives better. So again, hats off to all of you. But in my line of work and what I do, in every line of work that I do, is I want to keep people away from them. I don't want people going to the hospital. I want people to be healthy. I want people to be, you know, in their best physical condition. I want people to be improving every day. I want people to, you know, potentially only have to go there if it's an acute injury, right? Like, so unfortunately, if something never happened, right? Like, you know, you say it's a car accident or something, right? But aside from that, you want to avoid those places and try your best to improve your health and get better. So as I'm sitting in there, you know, waiting and, you know, just looking around, as I always do, observing, I thought, what can we do to help people? What pieces of advice can I give to people to check their health markers, right? To look at the data, to quantify what's going on with them. Because some of the things and some of the tips and tools I brought up, a lot of people haven't heard of. Right? So on this show, you probably have heard of a couple of them, but the average person has not. So I'm going to give you 3 today. 3 devices or 3 health tools and devices that can help you check your data, keep you healthy, and keep you living a fulfilled life. I call myself a high-performance health coach. Why? I say that because I want to work with people that want to keep being the best version of themselves. So if it's in the business world, which I do a ton of, if it's working with athletes, which I do as well, just people wanting to get better, this is what we do. Become optimal, your best version. First one, I mentioned it before, but still many people haven't heard of it. It's the Oura Ring, O-U-R-A. I've had mine, I think, almost for 4 years now, definitely 3 years. It looks at my resting heart rate, so it's a little ring you can get. It's from Finland. You wear it on whatever finger you want, and it looks at so many different data variables, right? Resting heart rate variability, right? So the beats between your heart, the time, body temperature, respiratory rate, so breathing rate, right? Per minute. Wow, is this an important one considering what's going on with COVID-19, what's going on with, you know, lung diseases in general, right, team? So wanting to know your respiratory rate is incredible. It also looks at heart rate variability balance, right? So it's going to look at that. It's going to look at your recovery index. Of course, pulse. Like I just take that for granted, but it looks at your pulse. It looks at your different, quantifies your sleep, right? So deep sleep, REM sleep, restfulness, latency, how long it took you to fall asleep, you know, all kinds of different data. They're using this Oura Ring in studies all over the world to predict health crises or health issues ahead of time. Be proactive. Don't believe me? Look up Oura in health studies or Oura and any kind of chronic disease. Look it up. Medical institutions, sports teams. My clients and patients have known about this for years, and they've acquired them, and they love it. Again, I don't have the affiliation with it. I don't work for Aura. I don't invest in Aura. Wish I could have. I tried that before. They're awesome. Great device for all the things, but in this day and age, especially, if you can monitor this stuff, that is what you want. Second one, pulse oximeter. So basic. It's a small, lightweight device used to monitor the amount of oxygen carried in your body. It's non-invasive, on your fingertip. I've had mine for years. I check mine. I check my kids. Uses wavelengths, right, of light to measure the pulse rate, how much oxygen is in your system. Talking to the nurse today in ICU. She says she acquired one earlier this year due to COVID, right? She wants to check herself at home. It's great. You can get it really cheap. I think they're like $40 or $50. Again, two things it looks at in general: blood oxygen saturation levels, SpO2. Looks at, again, amount of oxygen in your blood. You want it between 95% to 100, so 95% or greater. I know I check mine every day, so it's just 98. And, anything lower than 90 is going to cause you an issue. 92 or more, if you do that right. In terms of at sea level or above, it's still good. But 95 to 100 at regular level. Anything under that, you might want to start getting a little bit, just looking into the details. And under 90, I always say you might want to take a trip to the hospital because blood's oxygen saturation, so SpO2, is very important. Get it to 95 to 100 and wear it on your finger. I told other people to do that too. My kids, again, are so cute. They come into my office and they say, "Dad, can we check it? Can we check the oxygen saturation?" It's so cute, but I'd rather have them be doing that than say, "Can I have a device to do nothing all day?" Right? So, and then pulse rate. Aura measures the pulse rate as well, resting because it's overnight when you're sleeping. This one measures it whenever you want. So it looks at your pulse rate. Normal 60 to 100. I just said, actually, I'm looking at mine at night, it's 58. It's in the 60s, mid 60s during the day. Again, staring right at it. Pulse rate's pretty straightforward. I think you guys get that. I just love it. It's cheap. Look at your oxygen in your blood. Look at your pulse. Pretty easy to go with. Here's the third one. I do not own this. I have worked with them before, though. I have many clients that do. And they love them, and it's the way of measuring blood sugar, and it's called the Continuous Blood Glucose Monitoring Tools. So, CBGM. I have type 1 diabetics, I have type 2 diabetics, I have people that just want to measure what food does to their blood sugar levels. It's crazy. It measures it throughout the day, so CBGM monitors measure your blood glucose throughout the day. You can see the glucose levels at any time. You can review the changes in your glucose over a few hours, see trends. The real time is really amazing to take a look at it. So how do they work? How do these glucose monitors work? There's a tiny sensor, right? In that, so there's a tiny sensor that you put under your skin, usually the belly or the arm. The sensor measures your interstitial, no, I shouldn't say intestinal, big difference. Interstitial glucose level, which is the glucose found in the fluid between the cells, right? Not intestinal. Interstitial. I had that conversation with someone about, the blood and then the interstitial stuff, the fluid between the cells. It does it every few minutes. The transmitter then wirelessly sends the information to the monitor. The monitor may be part of an insulin pump or a separate device, which you can also carry in your pocket or your purse. They also can send it right to your smartphone or tablet. So many models available. I'll give you a couple here just for you guys. Yeah, no affiliation, but it's good. And that CGM sensor, being under the skin, it's pretty painless, and it gives you a lot of good information. It can wear it anytime, showering, working out, exercising, get good accurate readings. And again, if it goes too high or too low, there's devices that have an alarm that goes off. You can know what certain meals do to your blood glucose levels, right? What physical activity does. If there's a medicine that sends the blood glucose high or low, you can look at all this, right? It's pretty amazing. You can look at all the data over time. And again, so many people have these. Amazing. Some, again, no affiliation that says, guys, do whatever you want, but just look up continuous blood glucose monitors. Dexcom's a good one. I think that's the only one that's that you can actually use for medical purposes, the Dexcom. Don't quote me on that, but I believe it is the G5. As well as there's the Freestyle Libre So another good one. There's so many, right? I think I just heard a podcast too on Levels, a company that uses something called Levels, and they measure this for you. Bottom line is you have a continuous blood glucose monitor attached to you and check out your blood sugar every minute of the day and understand where you're at and what is going on. Super helpful for diabetics, super helpful for professional athletes or anybody that just wants to know what's going on with their body, because blood sugar is a serious blood sugar dysregulation is a serious issue with metabolic syndrome and health issues in general. Pretty crazy, eh? So there you have it. You can use blood glucose monitors, pulse oximeters, and the Oura Ring. I hope you like that, folks. Okay, website, MikeDasiak.com. InteractiveBodyBalance.com is up and fully running and out to serve you guys. Go take a look, please, and share it with your friends. I hope you like it. Spent a lot of time and a lot of money revamping it, trying to make it more, I guess, visually pleasing for the team. There's a lot of content on there still, but I hope you like it. info@MikeDasiak.com. If you have any issues about health, send them on over. We can guide you in the right direction. That's what we do. I'll spell it info@MikeDasiak.com. And there we go. First book, Transformation from Within. It's free on that website, folks. How to Restore Your Health. You can get it over there too, or on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Kobo, all of the above. There you go. What else? Social media, Mike Dasiak. That's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I'm not on TikTok. I said before, perhaps I should be. I'm not. Nonetheless, I'm sure you can find some stuff on TikTok. That's what we do. Okay. What do I tell my angels every day? We're raising some good ones, folks. We're raising some good kids here. We're going to hopefully have some kids to change the world and make an impact and help other people. What do I tell my kids? So kids, number one, got to work hard. That is the prerequisite for everything, hard work. Number two, have to add value to the world. Have to add your skills and your talents to the world. Number three, you got to help other people. Got to go to a way to help other people. I always say give up your time, so you can volunteer. Charity, give the money where you can, donations where you can, pull out chairs, open doors, just be kind, be a good person, help people. All right, number four, smile and have some fun. Weekend is upon us. Time to go have some fun. All right, guys, go have some fun. Girls, go have some fun. You need it. You deserve it. You earned it. All right. Team, live with passion, live with purpose, live with intent. I hope you like this show. We do the show to help as many people as possible. Hundreds of thousands of people listen to this show. We're blessed. We need more. Those 3 devices are very helpful. I guess I should throw a caveat here at the end. I always do. I usually do at the beginning. But folks, this is what we see. This is what I know works. These are all documented. Right? These things work. But I'm not your doctor. Always speak to your doctor before undertaking anything that I just mentioned. They are your primary care physician. Okay? I'm just giving you what the literature says, what I see in practice, and just trying to help you along. Always go to your doctor first. Take care, and we'll talk to you guys real soon. Bye for now.